Africa is a continent rich with opportunity. And when business and communities come together, its astonishing potential begins to be felt. With the Millennium Development Goals steering these partnerships, Africa's future is being rewritten with innovation, foresight, and inclusivity. Crossing the length and breadth of the continent, our journalists uncover these stories and share them with the world. Join us now for remarkable stories of partnerships across Africa, building the future and changing lives. It's Africa's time.
In the vast desert plains of northwestern Sahara, where generations of camel herders have roamed for centuries, change is afoot. Beneath these arid sands in Mauritania lies gold, and with it an opportunity for this African nation to develop sustainable partnerships with global investors for the benefit of its people. Mauritania is fast-forwarding into a modern mining age, and over the past few years this region has become home to Kinross Tasiast, a mine that has amongst the largest gold reserves in Africa and is owned and operated by senior gold producer Kinross Gold. For one of the poorest countries in Africa, a renewed commitment to mining is the beginning of a new era. But concessionaires are expected to show a commitment to local job and skills creation and partner with local communities. Our story begins in Nouakchott, the country's capital and economic center. We're here to visit the Mauritanian mining minister Mohamed El Kauna to understand why global companies like Kinross Gold are investing in his country.
Je crois qu'un potentiel géologique associé à un bon cadre légal, c'est ça qui pousse les sociétés internationales à venir s'intéresser aux mines en Mauritanie.
So, where is Kinross?
Donc c'est dans cette zone-là. Nous pensons que le partenariat public-privé est important pour la Mauritanie.
When you look at mining in Africa, there is still a question on how the extractive will contribute to the development as a whole and not only development of the mining sector.
Les bénéfices des mines se mesurent avant tout par le nombre d'emplois créés dans les pays.
I'd read a lot about Tasiast, but in truth I didn't know what to expect. Leaving the city to get there was an experience, especially when almost out of nowhere, the vast open mine pit and the infrastructure that surrounds it came into view. It's an isolated mini-city standing alone in a vast sandscape.
We're about 300 kilometers north of the capital city of Mauritania, Nouakchott. It's in the Sahara Desert, so the climate's quite arid, as one can imagine. The reason that Kinross wanted to invest in Mauritania is the opportunity to build a strong, viable mine that we think, if managed properly, will be a real benefit to the country and its citizens.
Tasiast is a 24/7, 365-day-a-year facility. 2,700 people live and work here, and 90% of them are Mauritanians. Abu Sao is one of them.
J'ai commencé avec Tasiast depuis 2011 en tant que technicien. Pour vous dire personnellement, la mine m'a permis de gagner ma vie et puis supporter ma famille. Vous voyez que je suis père d'une petite adorable fille. Son nom c'est Zeyna, elle a juste 5 mois. C'est une nouvelle époque pour nous avec la venue de nouvelles compagnies minières ici en Mauritanie. Je vois que la mine doit être responsable, tenant compte de l'environnement et les communautés voisines.
One of the core values within Kinross is outstanding corporate citizenship. A part of that is becoming a partner with your local community, not only with the government from a national front, but the local community itself.
As the sun emerges through the early morning cloud cover, we head into the desert to find out about the local community that the mine is reaching out to. Our guide, Mohammed Qatar, is taking us to meet one of the nomadic Moorish communities who inhabit the area surrounding the mine.
So I work with the communities around the mine. I love working as a community relations officer because I just love people. Taziast is known for being a pasture land. So there are few families that stay here and there. However, it's just a passage, especially when there is grass and herb. As Taziast word in Berber language means a place of thirst. So water is really very important in this area.
And the mine's brought water here. I mean, that's transformative in this space.
Yes, that is true. And if you ask them, they will tell you, this is the thing that we want, because it's touching their lives directly.
Da Ahmed Mansour feels the impact of wells built by Taziast and regular water deliveries by truck. He's a respected community leader who represents his people in their engagements with the mine.
خالق بعد من التسهيلات اللي عدت شركة كونروس انطلاقا من توفير المياه والعلاجات علاجات الإنسان تعدلنا لكلينيك موبيل صدر تاع سكاف تعالج وحده عاد تقليلي عاد يجيبوا لنا بيطره فهمتي عاد في الحيوانات ويتحاولوا على انهم.
So I monitor the ongoing programs and ask the community members how we can serve them better.
Mansour trained as a medic and spent years away from his community working in war-torn Libya and Yugoslavia. He's since returned to his homeland.
رجعت لأهلي ومارست مهمة منمي كما كانوا يمارسوا والدي أصلاً.
Your family, your ancestors have been in this area for generations.
وأصلاً كنا نعيش حياة تقليدية طبيعية تطور وتتلقص يعني تنقص المسائل السحاب وقلة العتنة على المستوى المعيشي البدائي بالحيوانات وبالنقل وكذا.
When you first heard that the mine was coming here, what were your fears and the fears of the community?
مخاوفنا كان قلت لك التضيق على المرعى لأنه هون هاي المنطقة اللي هون فيها صدرة ما تنبت ما هو هون في موريتانيا كامل اسكاف، ولكن ما هذا تخوف يتقلب عليه الفرح. يتقلب عليه الفرح ويتقلب عليه النتيجة اللي نرجعه من الشركة. يعني ما دامت مفضل المعادن فنحن نفتخر بها، نفتخر بأنها أرضنا وأرض أباتنا وجدودنا فيها أكبر شركة عالمية لاستخراج الذهب.
While Mansour tends to his camels and other desert matters, apprenticeship is taking place at the mine. Taziast has an ongoing program of upskilling, growing its bank of employees and bringing a new generation of Mauritanians into the mining sector.
Mining industry is evolving, technology is being involved, and you have to be very competitive in order for you to be able to work in the mining world. What Kinross is doing is to make sure that people of Mauritania that is working here are up to date, are upskilled at the level needed to work in the mining industry. This is a win-win situation. Mauritanian people will win from this training and development, but also Kinross will gain what we call social license. Social license is something that you cannot buy out of money, but is your behavior as a responsible company. Mauritania has a big potential to be a mining country, and we want people to invest here. We want people to come here. Mauritania is open.
So I'm Karim Jabira. I started here in November 2010 as a junior metallurgist because I was fresh from the school. Today I'm a deputy metallurgy superintendent.
So where are we? What happens here?
Here is the last step of the gold extraction of the whole mine. I'm here developing whatever skills I have, I can share it, and then everybody is growing together. It's better for the whole country, I think.
We have a policy here of the Mauritianization, which is the nationalization of the position that expats are doing now. Excellent. Myself, I was one of those people who benefited from that policy. When I came here, I came as a superintendent, getting experience, getting more trainings, and after getting those trainings, I moved to health and safety manager. Most of their expertise are expat. We didn't have that mining like in South Africa or like Ghana. And by having the Mauritianization in place means we are developing a mining generation. For me, Taziast is another home. When we knock off, we go pray, have a tea, chat. So it's a big family for me, and we always missed to come back to Taziast and doing our own what called Taziatal things.
Taziatal.
Taziatal things.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah.
While the mine continues to extract gold and sell it to the world, those around it, like Mansour and his community, have been given opportunities to do business with Taziast and become suppliers.
نعرف عندنا في مرحلة معينة لابد أن نتحول من مرحلة منمي إلى مرحلة مصنع، وكانت قسم الشؤون الاجتماعية اتخذ علينا فكرة لأن ننشئ تعاونيات باش نعودوا شركاء. كونونا في الوركشوب على لا كونفكسيون دي غرياج، وجابوا لنا مكاين وعندنا ذلك نصنعوا غرياج ونصنعوا لقافي. على كل حال التعاونية تتكون من العائلات اللي موجودة ساكنة تحت الساكنة، ومردوديتها على كل حال تعد مردودية منفعة مادية ومعنوية كذلك. يعني لما تعود في التعاونية وتنتج وتربح الفضل تعود مردوديتها.
And for Mohammed Qatar, it's about what the mine leaves in terms of sustainable development that's important. To see a community take charge of its own destiny in partnership with the mine.
Transform the lives of the people in the future.
So this is what you do after a long day's work at the mine?
Yes, I usually come with friends and then we have tea and sometimes barbecue.
And the mine's just that way?
The mine is, that's...
What's the word for sunset in Arabic?
El-Ghurub.
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 El-Ghurub. El-Ghurub.
Yeah, you're pronouncing Arabic very well.
It helps because it's so beautiful.
Senegal's African Renaissance monument towers over Dakar, reflecting a new democratic era and an end to its French colonial past. Since independence in 1960, Senegal's remained a stable democracy. Modern-day Dakar is filled with activity and trade. An investor-friendly infrastructure, good road system and working port mean the country's open for business and things are on the up. But the interior of the country is also drawing the attention of the world, especially in the mining industry. In this story, we're heading 650 kilometers southeast of Dakar to the Canadian-run Sabodala gold mine. The mine lies on an emerging gold belt and is known as Teranga Gold, which means hospitality in the local Wolof vernacular.
Nice to meet you. I'm Dondo Kamara from SGO.
Ah, you're the man who's going to show me what happens when a mine comes to town.
Yeah, I will show you around the villages.
The mine is the first gold producer in Senegal, and with this comes economic promise for the country as a whole. But how will the communities living around the mine be impacted?
So a mine has come to town. That's a big thing.
Yeah, mine comes to town is a big thing because people have work, they get their salary, and also supporting with community projects. My role is to go to the village, understand the community, and bring back to the project, and also take information from the project to communities.
Why are you smiling?
Because I'm happy to meet you, and I'm very proud to show you our communities.
The mine has changed the face of this rural landscape, and with it its economic and social realities. Previously isolated with few roads and no telecommunications, Sabodala has grown and has become an economic and administrative centre for the region. But change doesn't come easily, especially if it involves displacement.
When the mine came, he needs water, so he built dams. But beyond this water, there was a small village called Dambankoto. They had to be relocated.
Relocation is a very, very hot issue.
We had many consultations before people understand the reason and also the new opportunity in the new area.
Lasana Sissoko and his family were amongst those relocated to the new Dambankoto.
Comme tumbe silande ban tumbe place o jam menna bon sal amireano donc khafo donc wo fe ben sambala dulame anin tumbe dulame fo wolu sikeno kilinti wo tun sila nya belenna donc wo xamma wo le khake donc wo tumire abenna kende khafo medulame tumbe tibungule lokono donc metti bungule konla donc peut-être fe ici tarno ben sambala nya kon tibungule kono donc vraiment e bâtiment ne xabungulu logne donc wo ntumbe tiixalen la donc tiixa wolu wo ken wolu botamma
min tamu mamandineti dan faxa la san la musole monti jamenja comme wore a différence di malé jiku afana mentumo min tun si xolo ngale ben fangolu tumbulo ata xolo nga jaga xoxon xajio tata xasigi ko xata xatilwom ata biloke mi saani mo be banta saani sai robinet le be luo xono donc société lamna wulo non xanna tija aka changement kele carrément
polo ton négocio le tumbe mbulla la mangalan tumbe la le tibu ngole xono bon polo ton tumbe seno le ka saani moto be mbulu donc mbela lim bâtiment xono bon pour société tata la baro chita niveau doma bon il a ta rafo bon medula me entre société entre senolela donc wo misalla ni ganna senedula luta wo hamya franci mun tano raf anti balu nyaadi donc ba be mena baro kena société on la.
Teranga Gold employs more than 1,000 people. 90% of them are Senegalese, and more than half of them come from the Kédougou region.
When you look at mining in Africa, private sector can create jobs, can also contribute to tax generation. The tax will contribute to the improving of public revenue, which are invested in the social sectors and also in the infrastructure building.
Vraiment, me nyakali linkende. Parce que depuis nga baro damota, on a expérience ici à maner ce quoi. Donc important c'est parce que anglais médiélé ka wolofo médiélé donc ko machine nani donc abonyale.
Currently Sabodala is the 6th largest company in Senegal and the largest employer in the Kédougou region. We believe we will be a significant contributor to the economic growth of the country.
Dumbe seno lela monga seno ambe baro menabi wole nafa bunye kasiya senoti. Men sa keno bi bon nakaru killing à peu près aussi na baluleno 100 killing kono donc go xama no mu différence baleti anin tumbe folo nya menna.
Sustainable economic growth is always the overall goal, but in their 18-month engagement with the community, a regional development strategy was drafted in which the community drove specific areas for development. Agriculture and food security were high on the list.
We cannot mine and leave our communities in the state we find them. That's why we are financing some projects to try to improve their life and also install sustainable projects.
So how different is this village now since the mine got involved in reaching out to the community?
You know, Lisa, water is the most important thing the company provided to community. Now, inside the villages, there are tap stations in the houses or public tap stations.
So are the women working harder or less harder? Are they working harder at home?
No, now they are working less harder than before.
That's how it should
be.
Less
harder.
So it's the rainy season now. That means it's malaria time. Is the clinic full?
Yeah, the clinic is full during rainy season because of malaria. Many people around here come for medicine.
Along with an on-site clinic for employees, the mine partners with the Sabodala clinic providing ambulances, fuel and medicine. The mine's also built a prenatal clinic in Kadugu.
Also, we have a malaria program. We spray the houses and around the village, and also along the rivers to kill mosquitoes.
Education was also prioritised in the Strategic Development Plan. Taranga built a kindergarten, funds bursaries for students, and partnered with the state to create the Sabodala College, which along with the Taranga Kosanto College now sees more than 600 students at school.
So your father was a cow herder?
Yeah, my father was a cow herder.
Did you go with him?
No.
Little Dondo chasing the cows?
Yeah, but I was afraid of cows.
So in this area, clearly Dondo cows are very important.
Yes, because many people are living on agriculture and elevage. That's why Teranga provided water points for cows.
And with the water points came solar energy and some very happy cow herders. Back at the mine, it's incredible to see the scale of its operations and to feel the impact that it's having on the economy through jobs, concession fees and taxes. But community partnerships are always a measure of overall success, and it was felt that the women of Sabodala needed to be prioritised to help them have more autonomy and financial independence. Local women's groups were asked to step in.
Suñu organisation liggéeyam mooy jàppale jigéen ñi gunge leen ci activité bu ñu munti mëne accompagner leen ci loolu. Ndax en tant que jigéen man jigéen la donc sama sañoon sama morom jigéen du sonn waaw man activité la. Bu njëkk femmes yi amuñu dara même loxo yooyu ñooy dem àll ba gas xeer yi génnee ko raxas ko suñ ñëwee jaay or boobu suñ jaayee or boobu ñu def dépense suba ba ngoon day nekk ci activité boobu la ñuy nekk de tellement guddi duñu am temps toppatoo seen doom duñu am temps toppatoo seen jëkkër duñu am temps toppatoo même seen bopp. léegi campement Teranga Gold bu mu ñëwee dafa laaj leen jigéen yéen lan mooy seen bëgg-bëgg dañuy xëy suba sokk suñu sokkee ñu wol ko ak seen loxo bu mu gisee coono bi ñu ne ñoom amuñu moulin société bi jënd moulin def ko partout ci village léegi jigéen yi dëbbatuñu temps boobu léegi ñoom ñoo ko moom.
Nira baro na kontinate nira baro itakaleno bi baro menna ibe sano men jagaraje ite fanan la de malo bo xamole ton teluye na khata o nyaaxa nira baro itakaleno.
ñu jóge ci loolu ñu defal leen ay périmètre ci biir et puis légumes yi yemul ci consommer rek mais dañu koy jaay am xaalis au lieu ñuy dem di gas xeer di dëbb.
4 market gardens have been set up in the villages around the mine. Fencing, solar energy to pump water and seeds have been provided.
Parce que tunu muso tun la dépense do be ali xexa o be botala sani ta fo lay xey jimbo sani ta fo lay safu no sani o be o bula jardin ne xono.
So this garden's really changing women's lives.
Waaw jardin bi dafa changer dundu jigéen ñi parce que jardin bi tax na ñu ngi lekk bu baax di dundu bu baax et puis di am xaalis. compagnie bi jàppale na leen ba ñu def ay GIE ci biir GIE ñu ubbi compte loolu yëpp dañoo jàng compagnie bi moo leen jàngal lu tax mu jàngal leen loolu yëpp dafa bëgg ñu voler ak seen propre aile.
Nakin continue ning ala khasio dimma aka continue te comme iba tarale ham bi do ka futanna mfa mbulu pouvoir malé mais nga xatiatun bi.
And as we leave the women of Sabodala, we see in their faces, in their gestures and smiles, the feeling of an entire community and the outcome of what's possible when partnership is inclusive and honouring. Learning from communities what they need and letting them chart their own sustainable future in partnership with the mine.